Hey guys, welcome to LeetCode 3, longest substring without repeating characters. In this challenge we are given a string s and we are to find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. And so basically if we had A, B, C, D, let's get rid of the D, there you go. A, B, C, B, there we go. So our longest string without there being a repeating character would be A, B, C, because we'd then reach A again, which matches our original one. So our output would then be 3. And obviously our string would end up being A, B, C, right? But if we had something that was like P, K, W, W, P, K, E, W. There you go. So in this case, well, P, K, W would be initially the longest. What we'd then have is W, P, K, E, because whilst W has appeared before, in terms of a length, like our longest string, W hasn't appeared. So the longest is 3 here, and then the longest is 4 here, because we reached this W here, right? So our output would then be 4, and our string would look like W, P, K, E. Okay, so in terms of code, we intend to use hash set. So we'll go through this very quick. So let's call this set, and we will store characters in it, character, and we'll call this substring, right? Symbolize our substring. So we'll call this new hash set. And the reason we're using a hash set rather than a hash map is that a hash set only stores unique elements, right? Whereas a hash map can store more than one of an element. So you could store, 2 or 3. In this case, we're looking for a unique set of elements. So that's why we use a hash set. Cool. And it's a little bit faster. So we want an integer called max length. We'll set that to 0. We want an integer called left, and this is because of how we're using a sliding window, right? So it'll make a bit more sense once we get through the code, but essentially a sliding window is just moving our two, I don't want to call them, well, 2 pointers in the string to move left and right to then find us our longest string, a unique string, right? So we'll do a traditional for loop, which will initialize our right pointer, which we'll then call right is less than s.length, and we want to increment it. Cool. So in here we're going to use an if statement, which will state that if not substring dot contains s dot char at wherever our right pointer is pointing, then we will add to our substring. So substring dot add s dot char at right. So we'll add whatever's in the right pointer. We'll add that to our substring, right? And then we'll set. So we'll have our max length equal to our math dot max length. So we're going to compare it, right? Compare our max length to our right minus our left plus 1 because of our indexing, right? Or the way we count indexes. So now we want, we need another one of these. So, right, so now we want this, which will state our else case. I think this is one extra. Yeah, I think this is one extra. Oops. No, oh well, we'll figure it out in the end. Cool, so in here we'll have a while loop, which will state while s.char at left does not equal s.char at right. Then we will have our substring. So we'll remove from our substring the s.char at left, and we will then increment our left pointer or left part of our window by 1. Cool. And then what we want is to, and then we want to, at the end of, during our for loop, we want anyway to do this step again, right? We want to repeat this step, or we want to do it anyway. And so we'll have substring remove s.char at left, and then we want to increment left by 1, and we want substring dot add s.char at and right. Cool. This feels like an extra one. Yeah, this is right. And then we have, after this, we just need to return our max length. Right? And so with our sliding window, we managed to essentially find the unique length of our longest, not the unique length, the unique string, and the length of that unique string, right? And in the end, we return max length. Hopefully everything works. Oh, we have a problem here. Hash set. Oh, there we go. That should fix it. There we go. And decent runtime, decent memory. Well, I say not so decent memory, but I think a relatively easy to understand solution. Anyway, hopefully that helps. Thank you.